practicing imperfection. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. That's kind of Chains of Fools, huh? I don't know if that's really what I want to be singing. Alright. How is everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm working out and getting the stuff ready so that we can do the yogas. One day we will do the yogas. Right? I think so. Put some tape markers on this floor. That would be a good idea. Tape markers on the floor. Got it. Tape marker on the floor. Got it. Everybody doing? No, I am feeling all of the end of this week. You know what I'm saying? All of the end of this week. And this is pandemic, stay at home. Somehow it feels, maybe a little more stressful, right? Whew, okay, so I've got the furnace going. I'm gonna go kick that off because that really does put a big hum into the room. And why don't everybody get what they need? Their mat, their block, their strap, their big book if you don't have a block, a belt, a towel, maybe a last sip of some tea or something. And we'll see what this Friday has to offer. All right. So it's good to see everyone. I'm seeing some folks who are in the room that are near and dear in my heart. So that's always nice to see some familiar names, if not our faces. Any requests, I'm always going to say, hey, what do we need? I often hear, all of the low back kind of stuff. Sorry, Karma thinks that we're supposed to be playing with a ball here, so I'm gonna make her go get it. So low back. What else might some of us be needing from our practice today? Even in the form of breath and meditation. Okay, because remember, as I am sharing this practice with you, or my home practice, it's more than just movement and postures. You want the mic to be louder? Okay, so Claudia, I just the furnace, when it kicks off, there'll be less competition, and I've also got to remember to broadcast my voice. All right, neck, shoulder stretches, great. The work laptop came up and jumped on your shoulders, right? Sorry, Lane. And heart opener as well. I hope that your heart remains open all the time, Victoria. And hey, Heather, last chance for any sort of requests. I've got some neck, upper back, heart openers. That all sounds really good to me. Claudia, are you hearing me any better? Okay, hey, Jill. Okay, so that's what I'm going to go with. You guys can do what you need and what you want from your own practice, all right? It's not as though, this isn't, I'm not trying to take us through a yoga class, so to speak. I am hoping to share my yoga practice with you. So why don't I back up a minute? Claudia, hopefully you're going to hear me a lot better because the furnace just kicked off. I'm Belinda, and you are checking out Just Be Yoga here on the Just Be Yoga Facebook Live. And we're in Lansing, Michigan. We've been a donation-based yoga studio since 2009. And we're here this morning for a home yoga practice live. We are on April 10 of COVID pandemic. I hope that everyone is safe and well, and that your family is safe and well. Do know that there are several people in our own community, our Just Be Yoga community, who have felt the sting of this pandemic, who have lost loved ones in this pandemic, and who've been ill themselves. So as we start our practice today, and we bring ourselves to a comfortable way of being, you can be lying down, you can be sitting. You could just turn up the volume and listen more than watch. That would really bring us into our own space. But let's take a moment and center ourselves. I know I need to center myself. Come into what's true and real in my own skin, in my own bones. And be okay with that. That I'm okay, I'm healthy, I'm safe, I'm provided for, and to send up some gratitude for that, and to share some loving kindness and care and compassion to those who are suffering or who are just frightened and anxious. Uncertainty is not new. Maybe we've taken for granted that uncertainty has always been there. And we've allowed ourselves to feel comfortable in various schedules and systems to create the comfort of predictability. But the times we're in really make it clear that we have never been in charge. And developing a space of acceptance as well as our peace in that space, that's when our yoga is needed. Hands to the heart center. I want to feel the vibration of my vibrational energy within me with an om. You can say home instead. You don't have to join if that isn't your jam. Wide open throat, deep breath in. Hi, thank you. It always brings her out to want to om with me. Okay, go lay down. All right, I'm going to make my way to my mat and start with a bit of some flowing movement. And I'm going to try to cue as best I can ways to make some things more accessible. Just know, comfortable seat is what asana really translates to, or yoga pose. So let's not take ourselves into spaces that are uncomfortable. Pause and change things up. You're not to match my body. You're here to fit your own body. I'm going to make my way to hands and knees and sink back into my child's pose. My knees are wide, allowing for space in my low belly. Inviting a space of bowing down into the earth, into my practice in the beginning of my day. Surrendering myself rather than taking charge. If I can keep that humility throughout my day, I don't get too run out of control. Because I remember my place in the universe. Starting to cultivate a breath in the nose and out the nose. Activating my respiratory system mindfully. Good. We'll lengthen our arms out toward the front of the mat. Breathe in as we come forward. Tuck the toes, lift the hips down, dog. Maybe pedaling the heels out. Saying hello to my body. What am I carrying in my body? And actually, guys, because I usually do so much walking around and assist, this, with my regular practice, I'm really getting a lot more in, so I'm feeling a little more limber of late. Breath in, tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, bringing the knees down. I'm going to bring my legs together and get ready for a rabbit. Hands to the ankles or the shins, bringing my head down and gently lifting the hips, stretching out the back of the neck. Breath in. Breath out, lowering my butt, reaching the arms out. And I'm just going to slither and slide my belly down. Breathing in, lifting the chest. Exhale, lowering. Pressing it up to hands and knees. Tucking the toes, lengthening the spine upward, pressing the heels downward. Maybe turning the neck left and right, breathing. Good. Tilt the tailbone up. And I'm going to bring my knees down, legs together again. Another rabbit or apanasana. Hold the ankles or the shins or just the pants. Head down, gently lifting the hips. Pulling the shoulders up, feeling the back of the neck. Let the tummy breathe. And bring the hips down, reaching the arms out. I'm going to slither again back onto my belly. Relaxing my belly on the floor, hands down, keeping the elbows bent and tucked. Lift the heart. Shoulders back, breath. Relax your butt muscles. Let the space into the low spine. And press it back to hands and knees. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips down, dog. Breath. I'm going to lift my left leg and point the toe, open the hip. Just open it up, let it feel so good. If this is your jam, you can keep both legs on the floor. I'm going to bring that leg down and I'm going to stretch out and open my hips here. Check in on the stability and sturdiness of my left leg and both arms, giving me support. And bring that leg down. Breathe in, tilt the tailbone up, drop the head in. Knees down one more time, another apanasana if you want it. We'll bring the hands to the ankles or shins. Head is down, gently lifting. Breath in, breath out.
Breath in. Breath out. Going to lower that down. Reaching the arms out. And go ahead and slither your way back to those bellies. And I'm going to bring my forearms down. Inner thighs together. Sphinx. I'm going to let the buttocks go. Breathe in and lift the chest. Push the forearms down. Tilt the chin up and down. And I'm just going to flow this way. Checking in that my spinal muscles, my buttocks, my low back muscles are letting go. And the fullest breath I can. Trying to let the shoulders keep rooting downward so as not to create tension around my neck and throat. Left and right, feel your range. Don't think about the number of repetitions. Just feeling, does it want to turn any further? Does this want to turn any further? Relax your facial muscles so that you can invite awareness of your breathing. Remember, you are fitting you in this yoga practice, not fitting into anyone else's mold. Neck rotations. Find a pace that lets you explore. This is an exploratory exercise. Not even here to problem solve. Change your direction. Breathe. Check in on the buttocks. Are we still clenching? A lot of times, by developing our awareness, we're already giving ourselves the tools to alleviate some unhealthy patterns. Because when we're aware we're clenching, we can go, oh, let me stop doing that. Breath. Come to center, breathe in, lift the chest, shoulders down, shoulders down, shoulders down. And lower it down. Turn your head to one side. Let's take some rest. And I like to just remind myself that resting is a viable and valid part of our practice. I actually need to repeat that to myself. Resting is a vital and valid part of my practice. I've been going. And I need to commit the same amount of energy toward my restoration and my rest. Change, turning the head to the other side. Making sure that I truly am soaking up the resting, not just sitting here waiting for a certain amount of time so that I can get back to going because people are waiting for me. Those are the things that go on in my head. And then I'll bring myself up to hands and knees. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up, down dog. Now, as a part of my practice, I'm going to start to really find a space of working on my tapas, okay? So my fire, my discipline, my determination, my ability to keep going with something because I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated. Whether I see results today or not, I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated to connecting in with my spirit, my breath, and my body because I know that's what creates balance and a whole and healthy me. Breath in, tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, right knee down. Stepping our left foot up, maybe swinging it out wide. Stepping the right leg up. Breathe in, pulling my chest up softly. Exhale, allowing the upper body to drape. Rolling my spine up. Letting my head lift last. Breathing in as I root and lift and shine. Exhale, taking it forward, letting my upper body go. Breathing in as I lift my chest. Hands to the floor, stepping that left knee down, bringing that knee down. Stepping the right leg back. Chin and chest over thumbs, hands and knees. Plank, breathing out as I lower it down, letting the breath be smooth. Breath in, lifting my chest. Cobra, relax the butt. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Feeling my arms holding me. Am I over squeezing in a certain area of my arms? Feeling my legs. Can I feel my shins and my calves? Are there sections of my legs I'm not aware of? What are my inner thighs doing right now? What are my groin doing right now? Breath in. Left knee down, stepping the right foot up. Be secure when you're stepping the left foot up. Half flat back breath in. Forward fold breath out. Let the head go, let the neck go. Breathing in as I rise, trying to match my breath with my movements. Exhale, releasing my upper body down, maybe feeling my heat build. Breath in, softly lengthening and offering my heart. Hands coming down, stepping my right knee back. Stepping the left knee back. Find whatever plank works for you, maybe on those knees, maybe legs extended, lowering it down patiently, wanting to feel my muscles, control that descent. Breath in, lifting my chest, offering my body a chance to explore and be and do. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. So either bringing that right knee down and stepping the left foot up, or just step the left foot up. Use the transitions that work for you for ease and steadiness. Both legs up, half flat back. Forward fold. Those knees can be soft. Let the upper body go. Bending the knees, sinking the butt down, lifting my chest. Weights in my heels. My hands could be to prayer. They could be at my hips. Breath. Fill up the belly with breath. Don't sacrifice breath. Spending a moment really focusing that I am a conscious being inside of a breath body that's encased inside of this physical body. And let it go, forward fold. Gonna step the left foot back foot flat. Breathe in, come all the way up for warrior one. Now those legs could be wide for a nice wide base. Notice if you lifted yourself up and you were wobbly, did you secure first before lifting? Invest in your foundation. Build the base of your house before you go higher. Breathe in, exhale, reach forward, sweep the arms back, inhaling it up. Exhaling it forward, coming down into the earth, and then I'm going to come up, and I can see the sky, I can see the clouds, and come down. Really helps me feel the perspective of rising from a low space to coming up and knowing that there's something higher, brighter, lighter, and bringing it down, stepping the left leg up. Now, if you need a break, take a break. I'm going to step that right leg back foot flat, secure my base, making my way up, committing to feeling my body, moving in the ranges that it wants to move, feeling my heartbeat, feeling my determination and dedication in movement. Breath in, exhale, chest forward, reaching the arms back. Inhaling it up, feeling the sturdiness of my legs, my whole being, and bringing the chest forward, reaching the arms back, soft face. Breathe in, rising up, reaching up to belief, to the heavens, knowing that there's something bright in my day, and bringing it down. One more time. Maybe you're like, yep, I'm done. Breathe in and lift, staying with it, knowing that you're doing this for your spirit. And then bringing the hands down. I'm going to step back to plank. Take a breath. Taking my time to slowly lower down, feeling the strength inside of me. Breath in, offer the heart. Maybe you want to find up dog for the first time. Tops of the feet are down, hips are off the floor, shoulders are down. This isn't for everyone. Breath, and find down dog. Some of you are starting to play with rolling over the tops of these toes like this. And maybe you start to try that and your body says, don't you try that again. Breath in, breath out. We'll lift the left leg, point the toe, open the hip. Bring that down. I'm going to lift the right leg, point the toe, open the hip. Bring that down. Bringing those knees down. Bringing the legs together, finding that rabbit pose. Once again, work the neck one more time. Bring that head down. Lift the shoulders, lift the hips. Where's your breath? Lowering the butt down. Now I'm going to bring my forearms down. I'm going to turn this way so you can see a little better. Arms are parallel like railroad tracks. I like to keep the hands together like this to see that width, the natural length of my forearms. Trying to keep the palms down, spread the fingers really wide. Chest over thumbs. Tuck the toes and lift the butt up. Drop the head down for dolphin. Now you can walk your feet forward or back, but tilt the tailbone up. Try to push the butt up and let your head freely hang. Maybe check in, shaking the head yes or no. Press the heels back. Feel the backs of your legs. Now your core is working differently. So if you're already starting to say, holy crap, I need out of this, come down. Go to child's pose. Breath in. Breath out. And child's pose. Good. We'll come up to hands and knees. Tuck the toes, lift the hips down, dog. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. Good, we're going to step the left foot up, step the right foot up. Half flat, lengthen, forward fold, release. Let your abdominal muscles go, squeeze your legs, spread your toes. Check in with the weight distribution in the soles of your feet. Don't have all the weight back in your heels. Are you in the left leg more than the right? Can the area where the toes are do more support? Can you tilt your tailbone up here? And what would you feel in the muscles of the backs of your legs? What's fighting? And we'll slowly roll the spine up. We'll find a clasp or hold your strap or a belt. Open up the collarbones. You don't have to lift the arms. Just open the collarbones. Pull the shoulders back. I'm going to root into my right leg and ask my left leg to lift. Taking our time to open and then step, step, step. So find your balance and security. Notice that those left toes are aiming toward the camera. Those right toes are aiming toward the front of the room, so a 90-degree angle between them. Collarbones, sink in the hips. Now lift the wrists up, and we can tilt the chin up and down. While we're in Warrior 2 in the bottom body, in this open heart space in the upper body. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. And we're going to take it forward. So keep that right knee bending, bringing the upper body forward. See how much you can soften your feet and your legs to see if they're supporting you. Release those arms. Right hand can come to the floor by that right leg or right elbow to the right knee for your side angle. So we're all in a different space. Maybe you're lifting this left arm. Maybe you're letting it rest on your hip. Breath. Lengthen your head toward the front of the room. Glue that left leg into the mat. Now you might need to get a block ready down here. We're going to straighten this right leg. Turning that chest open for triangle. Breath in. Breath out. Good. We'll bring the hands down, bend that knee, step that left leg up, half flat back. Remember, those legs don't have to be together. Forward fold, let the upper body go. Then we'll slowly roll the spine up to standing. I'm feeling like I need to embrace some of that non-doing here in this Tadasana, in this mountain. Accepting things just as they are right here. Celebrating what's vibrant, celebrating what's still. And knowing that they're both a part of me. I just unclenched in my left thigh, noticing that it had been super clenching, and it didn't need to be. I can stand here and sway with the earth. We can find a clasp. You can thread different fingers, sending the wrists down, opening the collarbones. Stand and grow tall right here. Can we grow tall through the back of the neck? Can you put attention into those muscles and ask that area of your body to lift? Can I relax any restriction in my tummy so that I can freely breathe? Checking in on whether my legs are ready to hold me and bring my weight into my left leg, asking that right leg to lift. Now I'm going to just change perspective. Asking this right leg to lift, opening the hip, stepping, or some of you may want to see how long and far you can do that step on your own. Chest is lifting. Ooh. Good. Open up the heart. Listen to it. Maybe work your neck. Notice how you're wobbling or adjusting to gravity. Sink in those hips. Lifting the wrists, coming forward. Now you let those arms go whenever you're ready. Could you let your neck go anymore? Can Can you sink in those hips anymore? Letting my arms go. Bringing that left hand down inside of that inner thigh. Maybe you're resting. Lengthening upward. Thrust those hips towards your camera. You can be looking up or down. Check in with your neck. You could even do neck rotations here. Encouraging movement of whatever is stuck there. Feel this side and what it has to say. Different conversation. Fullness of breath. And then maybe using a block here, starting to straighten that left leg. Breath in. Breath out. Good. We'll bring both hands down, out by that left foot. Bend the knees, spin onto the right toes. Bring that knee down. Step the other knee back. We're going to do another dolphin now. Both hands, forearms down, parallel like railroad tracks. Maybe using your measurement. Tuck the toes, butt goes up, head goes down. Ease and steadiness. What are the calmest, longest breaths I can have here? Start to notice if tension is accumulating in your shoulders, and how do you ask that to soften? Because it can. It doesn't need to bunch up here. Get your thoughts out of the way. Make space with your heart. And bring the knees down. Another rabbit, legs together. Finding your ankles or heels, head down. Rolling onto the top of the head, pulling the shoulders up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lift the shoulder blades to the ceiling. And lower the hips down. We'll bring the legs out in front of us. I'm going to take my strap and blocks with us. And we'll lengthen our legs out long. I'm just going to come a little closer. Roll the shoulders up and back and down. Point and flex, waking up the legs. Contract the muscles of these thighs, pushing the backs of the legs down. Sitting up tall, let's twist. And really focus on lifting the chest up. Lifting up through the neck. Moving the spine with every exhale. And find the other side. Chest up, breath in. Exhale, revolve, revolve, revolve. Good. Coming back to center, sitting up tall through the ribs, through the chest. Breath in. Exhale, chin and chest forward. Your hands can rest wherever. Maybe you're using a strap to pull shoulder blades back. Let your head and neck go. Slide those shoulder blades, those scapula down toward your butt. Contract your thighs. We'll let the strap go, bringing ourselves up. Walking those feet in, hands behind us. Feet are about 4 or 5 inches apart. Keep them parallel and even. Press down and thrust the hips up. Breath. And lower it down. I'm going to bring my left hand up, pat myself on the back, find that elbow. And come forward. Now we're all going to have a different range of movement here. Keep trying to lengthen the top of your head toward your big toes. Breath. Let those arms go. Coming back up. Work the shoulders. I'll bring this right hand in between the shoulder blades. Find that elbow. Thrusting the rib cage up. Feeling what's here. Noticing what's fighting and what's happy. Breath in. And come on forward. Oh, stretch out the back. Relax my abdominals. I don't have to be in charge. When I'm bowing forward, I am surrendering. I am prostrating myself. If I'm clenching my abs, I'm trying to seize control. Letting those arms go, bringing ourselves back up. All right, so some of us are going to want to be in crisscross applesauce, right? That's your jam. Okay. If you can, we're going to find half lotus. So this is my right ankle, right hip bone right here. I'm going to see if that heel wants to come up there. And that might be where you are and you're feeling this out, and we'll switch when we need to. Maybe your bodies are like, hey, I'm really liking this and I want to do a double, all right? Padmasana or lotus. So feel out where you want to be. Remember, crisscross applesauce, maybe just one leg in lotus, maybe both. I'm going to switch legs eventually. Now, if you haven't been able to tell already, this is not for everybody. This is depending on what's going on in our hips and the health of our knees, even your ankles, that this may not be a happy space, okay? So make that modification, and no matter what, all of us can work on lifting and sitting up tall. All right, I'm going to twist. Sending the breath down into the pelvic floor. And I'll find my way over to the other side. And I think it was Lane or Laney. You can always be doing neck rotations here. Anywhere on your mat, whenever you're in a posture, ask yourself, ooh, how would that feel if I worked my neck here? Twisting the low spine. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. You guys stay where you are, and I am just going to turn myself so you can see. Yeah. All right. So remember, crisscross applesauce, maybe one leg in your lotus, maybe you're in the double lotus. Listen to your body, and anytime your body says, red light, stop, you stop, okay? I'm going to come forward, and I'm going to walk my way down and see about letting those hips come down and lay my belly down. I tried to warn you. Breathe. Now, if you're comfy, I know that's relative, bring your hands toward a cobra position, and we'll start to lift the chest up, sending those hips forward. Shoulders down, lengthen through the neck and throat. Breath deep into the abdomen, and easing our way back onto our butts. Uncross those legs. Shake that out. Clear out our fleshy bits. Breath in, working it through the sides of the ribs. Exhale. Bringing it forward. Every inhale, you could lift the chest a little and try to pull it forward. Fullest breath. If you squeeze the thighs and let go of the thighs, start to notice the difference in the kind of stretch you feel. And then come on back up. All right, we're going to switch legs. So whatever leg was on top the last time, we're going to switch that around. And Belinda is going to see if she remembers. My body will remember if my mind forgets. All right, I got it. Ooh. Twisting again, all right, because one leg is on top now, so we're approaching different areas of the hips on whatever leg is lifted. So I'm gonna find that twist, really letting the tummy expand and billow out. Face is soft. And I'll switch it around. Come in the center. All right, so you could stay here and say, screw all those shenanigans. Or if you're like, ooh, that was fun, let me try that again. We'll take it forward, laying those hips down, laying the belly down, and chilling out. Noticing what's going on in that low back, in the groin. Now we'll position those hands like we're going to do that cobra. Straighten the arms. Let the hips sink down and forward to whatever degree your body will allow. Chest up, shoulders back, breath. And pull it back. Sit on our butts. Uncross those legs. Shake that out. All right. Now you remember we did a reverse tabletop where we walked those feet in here? You can do that again. You could do half with one leg straight and the other leg bent. Or some of you may, it depends on your wrists, your shoulders, your core strength. Some of you may want to find full Purvottanasana, that's where we're going. Point the toe, thrust the hips up, open the collarbones, and breathe. No tension in the neck here. Breath, maybe you go to half, maybe you go to that reverse tabletop. I'm playing with my weight in both arms, shifting, breathing. and lowering the butt down. Good. Let's breathe in and lift. Exhale. Upper body drapes over the bottom body. Those legs could be wider apart. And we'll bring ourselves up. So before we lie down and start to really cool things off, I'm going to scooch up a little bit. I'm going to bring my forearms and elbows down like so. Got a cord on here. Thrust the chest up, okay? So I'm going to let it down. Thrust the chest up and let the head go. Now I'm going to walk my arms forward a bit until the very top of my head comes to the floor. My chest is arching up to the ceiling for fish. Wide open throat, full breath. Sometimes we get the urge to cough here because that's how open the throat is. If you need to cough, come out of the pose. Don't try to cough in this pose. Now just lift the head, tuck the chin down, and lay yourselves down onto the mat. We'll reach the arms overhead. Ooh, I try to lengthen, so I'm walking, crawling my shoulder blades up, and then resting that, working my hips down. Really try to stretch, and then let the body rest in the stretch. Ooh. Knees into the chest, forehead up to the knees. Like Karma, go lay down, baby. Go lay down. Go on. Breath. And lower the hips down. Arms open wide. Knees to the left. Spinal twist. You could lift your head. Turn your gaze to the right, put your head down, and get the neck involved here. Letting the body go. And we'll bring the knees up and over to the other side. Again, you can lift the head, turn the neck, and then place the head down. It just gets a little bit more into the neck vertebrae. Expand the low belly and the low back with breath. Bringing ourselves up. I'm going to stretch the right leg out and the left leg up, holding on behind the hamstring. If you want to hold a strap up at the top of that foot, that's fine too. Pulling that leg toward me. Breath. Rest your spine into the floor. Now this leg as straight as I can keep it. My right hand is on that left leg, and we're going to spinal twist with a straight leg and feel that difference. And then just appreciate this space. Remember that non-doing is an action. See what your body and your breath and your mind are telling you. Mine is saying, Belinda, you need to sit in this a lot longer. So I'll probably sit in this today for a little minute. And we'll come on back to center. Bring both knees in, maybe forehead to the knees. Maybe a happy baby. My hips actually just said, hey, yeah, let's do that. So my hands are on my feet. Some of us might prefer to hold on behind the knees, tilting the tailbone down. I'm going to switch that out, straightening my left leg, pulling this right knee in, maybe using a strap as I straighten that leg. I'm going to pull that leg a little closer to me. Again, maybe you're using a strap. Okay, getting ready for a twist. I'm going to let my left hand rest on this right leg. Ooh. And start rolling over onto that side. Oh, yeah. Scooching. All right, now some of y'all have been with me for a little minute, so you might want to scooch that bottom leg back. Imagine I'm walking around, doing some adjustments so we can see what really is going on as far as conversation in the back of that leg. My low back is talking. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. And we'll come on back onto our backs, taking our time, bringing the knees in toward the chest, pulling the forehead up, stretch out the neck. All right, we're going to do one bridge. Feet down, a little bit of space in between inner thighs. Let your gaze rest up toward the ceiling. And we'll press down through the feet and let the hips lift. Try not to squeeze your butt muscles. And lower that down. So, stay here, or stay here, legs up, or keep your gaze up, use the arms down alongside the waist, lifting the hips, hands coming to the low back. So if we've got prodigious mammaries, we gotta lift that chin, or we gotta wear 2 sports bras. And breathe. Try not to turn your head. Let the tummy expand. Maybe walk the elbows closer together. Wide open throat. Soften the neck. And we'll let the knees come down toward the forehead, or just hug them into your belly. I'm going to lower my back down 1 vertebrae at a time. Take your time. Lower it down. We'll bring the knees in. Maybe rock and roll. Lengthen one leg out, the other leg out. I like to adjust my hips here. Clear out any fleshy glute so that our back can find a nice balanced space. Shoulders. You could always swing legs up onto your sofa or up on a wall. You could keep the feet walked in if you prefer. Honor your back, honor your body. We want to find a space to position the body so that it can be at ease while it is being still. Now I turn all of my attention to my mind. The thoughts that are running around in my mind right now. Some are in a repeated loop. Some are worries, some are anxieties. Some are past regrets. And inside of that pack of thoughts, there is a calm and easy thought that's quite contented with being right here. So I'm going to try to fix my attention on that thought, on that presence of awareness. Following the sensation of breath from the entrance of my nostrils, through my nasal passageways, deep into my belly, in and out. Feeling my physical mortal body have an exchange with the atmosphere through the act of breathing. Feeling the elements that I inhale in saturate into my bloodstream. Feeling whatever is being released from my bloodstream through these magical lungs back out into the atmosphere. With some of the tiniest movements you can, identify a single toe and ask it to move. Don't be upset if it doesn't respond or others respond instead. Do the same thing with an individual finger. And then add in a different toe, a different finger, subtle, suggestive. Squeeze one leg and feel the muscles respond. Switching to the other leg. Reaching the arms overhead, big long stretch. Could you stretch from the waist? Could you stretch from the low back? Not the shoulders. Rolling over to one side, finding your fetal position. Hugging in the seeds of our practice. Thanking ourselves for the time we've given ourselves with our spirit. And then bring ourselves up to sitting. And we'll stay in a quiet space in our mind and our spirit. And let the wisdom descend into our bones. Whatever wisdom opened up for us in our practice. Whatever clarity came. And carry that with us. And hands to the heart center at the Anjali Mudra. We cultivate this connection so that it's reflected in our actions and our words and our intentions off the mat, in how we carry our presence as we walk on this earth, and as we take that inward journey into our spirit. The light in me celebrates and recognizes and is the very same light that's inside of you. And I hope whatever you cultivated today will shine and help others find some peace and some kindness and some love. Check in on our neighbors. Be safe. Be loving. Find some joy today. Namaste.